Hali occupies a pretty unique space in American swimming history, threading a needle that nobody else has done in at least 40 years, making the podium at the Olympics a statistical review. Make it harder to make the US Olympic team than to medal at the Olympics. There are 6 swimmers in this final at trials who could medal at the Olympics. For anybody who spends enough time around American swimming people of a certain vintage, these sort of statements are thrown around pretty commonly, likely born out of the decision at the 1984 Olympic Games to begin limiting countries to 2 swimmers per event. I always had the sense that this felt more like pride and patriotism than reality. The most objective way to read those statements is the implication that the bronze medalist from the Olympic Games would place 4th or worse at the US Olympic trials, ignoring any bloviating about who would have gone faster at the Olympics if they had the chance. I bet everyone who stays home wishes they had tapered a little harder for trials. If they saved something for the Games, this is a measurable thing. I pored over the data back to the 2008 Olympic Games, and there was only one instance in the last 4 Olympic Games where the bronze medalists at the Olympic Games would have placed lower than 3rd at the US Olympic trials, and interestingly, it happened in Tokyo. There, Japan's Yu Iwahashi won in 4:32.08, Yusa's Emma Wang was silver in 4:32.76, and Yusa's Hali Flickinger was bronze in 4:34.90. Flickinger's time at the Olympic Games would have placed her 5th at the US Olympic trials. Besides her own time, 4:33.96, and Wang's 4:33.81, 2 other swimmers were faster. Melanie Margulis, 4:34.08, and Leah Smith, 4:34.55. So ironically, in this one-edge case, where we can objectively say that the above statements are true, she was faster at trials than at the Olympics. In fact, in that time period, there were only 17 other occasions where bronze at the Olympic Games would have been any lower than top 2 at the US Olympic trials. Of course, we all know that the US is the deepest swimming nation on Earth. No other country's trials would hold up even this well against the results at the Olympic Games. This is just one way of parsing these claims, and the only other objective data-driven way I could think of was doing something with best times. But even that didn't really feel right, because it ignores what the Olympic trials and Olympic Games are: pressure cookers. So by at least this measure, claims that it's harder to make the US team than it is to medal at the Olympics seems to at best be stuck in the past, and at worst disrespect the quality of swimming when the world comes together. Aim the podium at the Olympics, a statistical review.